up, you guys? It is Mary.
And Amma.
Be invited to like,
subscribe,
share,
and comment
down below, y'all. Today we are going to be talking about a very touchy subject. Tyre Nichols is a young black man who was beaten to death at a traffic stop by 5 other police officers who are black.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about that because it just
beaten
does not.
And died in the hospital 3 days later. And if you see the picture of him,
the video is
in
all
the
over social
hospital, media. Like it just seemed like there was blood just everywhere. It's very, very sad.
I have not watched the video. I am going to protect my energy.
I watched part of it, but I didn't watch the part. I saw the part where he was on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And I do believe he was handcuffed. And this officer came, stumped him on his back. And then one came, it looked like he kicked him in the head. I don't understand what that is for. The guy is already handcuffed. So that was the only part. After I saw that, I didn't watch it anymore. Because I really didn't want to, like you said, I need to really protect my energies. I can't.
I'm just not somebody
see that kind of stuff.
There's just certain things I will never expose myself to. Slave movies is one thing.
Yeah.
Police brutality, that's another thing. Because it's really too much. That Shankwella, like, no.
I never watched the video. I know you watched the video, which I'm happy you did so that you will explain it.
Knowing that someone has been beaten to death or hurt to a point where they basically died, that's all I need to know. That's heartbreaking enough.
Yeah.
But what really gets me, I know there has been marches and protests and everything and stuff like that as of late because of everything that's been going on. But I don't really see anybody talking about this. And I feel like this is really the bigger issue. Mm-hmm. This was a black-on-black crime. Yes, they were police officers, but you would think that they're police officers who are black, so they will know about the police brutality that black people go through.
Yes.
And then you 5 black men, there was no white man in sight.
No.
You 5 black men go and gang up on one black man who actually is not like that bulky. Like, he seemed pretty lean. Yeah. You go and you beat him to death.
Yeah.
This is a black-on-black crime.
Yes.
This is something that no one is really talking about, and that's my issue.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, people are there marching and all this stuff. But I don't understand why. Because the thing is, really, the poison is in the community. It has always been the community. Yeah. I just felt like, yes, we're talking about the NYPD and all this stuff.
They're breaking police cars.
Exactly. I mean, look at your neighbor, look at your friend, look and be like, why do we as black people keep on killing each other?
Yeah, I really don't want to say black people. I really want to say black men.
Black men. Black men. Because really, that's what it is.
Why are black men in the community killing other black men?
And killing women and children.
We already have a small, I think we're the smallest population.
We're less than the Asians in America.
I think the Native Americans are the ones who are the lowest population. But you know something? Hey, continue, and we probably will be less. Like, it's just so ridiculous.
I just thought it was so dumb. Like, these are, like, you cannot say this is, yes, there's police brutality, which also has been linked to racism. But, you know, this one is linked straight to black people. I have no idea why anybody's out there protesting. These are 5 black men. Go to your community and talk about it there.
You know what I want to see, and I hope in the coming days as this trial goes forth and all this, I really want to see the older black men who I feel have really dropped the ball. I'm talking about from, 35 plus. They have really dropped the ball, I think, in talking to the community. You guys cannot be sitting back and waiting for people like Reverend Al Sharpton or Minister Farrakhan or I don't know who else. Like what I'm saying is, you men cannot be waiting for those really. I mean, Minister Farrakhan is what, in his 80s. Al Sharpton is what, in his 60s, or in his 70s. Like, you guys cannot be waiting for them to still come out Where is that gap? Where are the 35 plus to the, 60-year-olds? Where are you guys? You guys need to be talking to, yourselves. You all need to be talking. You guys have dropped the ball. You guys need to be talking among your community. You need to be in your community. Those guys, they have done their own part and whatever. And all the other black leaders that have come forth. What was the other guy's name? Oh, I cannot remember his name. Ben something. I can't remember the last name, if you guys remember. But like all of these people, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Muhammad Ali, all of these people, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, all of these people have done their jobs. They've done their part.
LeBron James.
Well, and he's young. He's young. I don't even expect him to be the one to be done. But he is doing his part. I just feel as though there's this vacuum with black men. The older black men are either out there on YouTube or whatever talking bullshit. And you have a lot of these young ones talking a whole bunch of bullshit. Where are the older black men out there to correct? To say, there are times back in the day, you'll have one of these black leaders will come and say, hey, we got to talk to the rappers. You guys got to clean up your music and all of this stuff. I remember a time when Minister Farrakhan did that. He met with rappers, and he also met with, the different gang members. At that time, they were fighting among themselves. I don't know if it was the Crips, and if you guys remember, I don't know about the gang history, and but I remember, I think it was the Crips and the Blood. I think, was it the Crips and the Blood? Was it Blood? That don't sound right.
It was the Crips and the Bloods. Yeah.
Was it the Crips and the Bloods?
Yeah.
So you heard of Crips and Bloods?
Yeah.
Okay, so Crips and Bloods. He got them all together, like, talk to them so that they can make peace among themselves. Like, where are the older black leaders, the men, where are the black men to steer other men in their community? And, and this is the thing. You have even the black men talking so badly about their mothers, about women, doing, like, literally going around and being these little just
terrorists
devils in their community. I am yet to see black men coming forth and saying enough. We got to do XYZ. They're nowhere to be found. And there's also this, like, jealousy, I feel, with some of the older black men and the younger black men. Because these black men looked older than the guy that they killed.
This is what
I just say, this is a woman, this was her last child, she said.
Yeah.
Who they just decided, we're just going to kill. What did he do? He asked you all, why am I being stopped? What did I do? You guys cannot answer. Like, what has to go in your brain to the point that you just decide, we're just going to kill him? It almost seemed to me, I didn't know, did they meet him before? Did they know him before? Had he been rude to, like, I don't know, and there's no reason for it.
This is what I'm
But
gonna
it's
say.
so bizarre. This guy was handcuffed. He was on the floor. To me, I'm telling you, wallahi, it looked as though these men, this was a premeditated murder. That's what it looks to me. I don't know if anyone, I know I've been listening to the news, no one has said this. But wallahi, I feel like this was a meditated murder. And I think that's why the parents wanted it to be first-degree murder, not the second-degree murder. But we'll get that if that will mean that they will be charged. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they have to go for a lower charge to make sure that there's a conviction.
My thing is, I just personally feel all of this is just a damn shame. Because only 2 years ago we had George Floyd. We could totally blame that on racism and the brutality of the NYPD. Absolutely. But 2 years later, we now have another black
we
man.
can't even, because that was in Missouri. Was it in Missouri?
I don't know where it was. But my thing is, 2 years later, we have another black man murdered by police officers who are all black, who have probably all witnessed what happened with the George Floyd thing, who are all police officers probably at the time, and you have them go here and go and slaughter this man like at nighttime, and to the point where he dies in the hospital. You go and you beat up this scrawny black man, and you guys are all black. Like, it blew my mind. Like, I was not even thinking about the NYPD. At this point, I'm like, you guys are both black. You guys are all black men. Black on black crime.
That's what it is.
It's like, yes,
this
there is systematic
black on black crime. I don't want to hear about the police.
I don't. Like, yes, there is systematic racism. Yes, there is racism and all this stuff. But at the end of the day, you cannot sit down here and cry wolf about all this shit when you guys are being terrorists in your own fucking community. And then you are also here doing black on black crime. I have no idea why anybody is protesting. I'm not taking my black ass to go do that. The issue's in the community. The issue is the black men. Like, you guys, since George Floyd, we have here heard every single, there has not been not one day I have not heard a story about a black man either killing a black woman, or him killing another man, or him murdering the mother of his kids and all the kids.
Or murdering children.
There has not been not one day I haven't seen some story about a black man being a terrorist.
Or molesting girls.
Yes, the issue is literally in the black community. And you got to look at the men.
Yeah.
I have no idea why anybody's protesting.
I don't even want to say black community.
Black men.
I just honestly want to just say black men.
The poison
because
is
when
in
you
the
say community,
I don't know why
you're
you're
adding
protesting.
the women
Why are
and
y'all
you're adding
protesting?
the children. It's the black men.
And I feel like people protesting is just another way for them to not hold black men accountable. You guys actually look dumb going out there and protesting. It's a black on black crime.
That's what
hold
it is.
them accountable.
Black man, black man crime in the wake of George Floyd, and
that was just 2 years ago.
Now this
is how far we have fallen.
Less than 3 years ago, it's still in the wake of George Floyd. My mind is blown.
You know, I'm just really disgusted.
I'm just wondering.
You look at this brother who was your brother. This is your brother. You go and you murder him. He looks just like all of you. Basically same complexion.
Well, he looked younger.
And
he looked finer. And he looked taller. So I don't know if it was jealousy. You know, I don't know. I don't know what this was. Like, what is this?
It was just so unmother effing civilized.
When you look at the other men, they don't look good at all. You know, and I don't know what was
like
this?
The self-hatred is so deep, and you know it also.
And yes, a lot of black men have a deep self-hatred,
and that's why they are racist in their own community. And you know what? We're going to get into that because you know colorism.
They're anti-black.
Colorism is literally the same damn thing as racism, where you go and you talk bad about somebody because of their skin color. Yes. It's just like racism, just like how white people go and they put you down and all this stuff and do all these horrendous acts because of your skin color. Yeah. It's colorism is the same damn thing as racism, except you do it in your own effing community. So it's also very fucked up. So just the self-hatred is too much. Like I get so tired of talking about the degeneracy of black men. It's exhausting.
It's very exhausting.
It's so exhausting. A black on black crime, and y'all are out there marching for what? For what? Go home. Go home.
Please take your dumb asses and go home.
Yes, it's stupid. Why are y'all marching? For what? The issues in the community. Go to your community center. Go talk about why there's black on black crime. Yeah. Please go do that. Go talk about that. And you know why I think the older black men don't come out and speak? Because they don't have shit to offer. When you have shit to offer,
they hate themselves. Probably.
Exactly. When you have shit to offer, you move like LeBron moves. He takes care of his wife. He takes care of his kids. He sets up good things in his community. He's there. He actually shows himself as a good black man inside and outside of the home. You don't see him in debauchery and foolishness. And
you know,
he holds himself to a high standard.
Yes.
When you're actually about your community, you act. You don't have to talk about it. You go, you act. That's why no black man is coming out, because they ain't got shit to offer. They hate themselves. They're not even trying to be in the community. If anything, they're trying to white out their community.
And that's why a lot of them also don't like LeBron.
Yes, because he is a reminder of what they should be doing.
I mean, I remember when LeBron gave his phone number when he did the school that he still has. He gave his phone number to these single moms and said, if you need me to call, talk to your kids, call me. That's like almost being like a godfather of these kids.
Yeah.
And so if they're having problems, they'll call him, talk to my son, whatever. They're having some problems, and he made himself available.
Yeah.
Where is that? I mean, he has set the example. It's just like Oprah, right? She set an example, She owns her own network. And then she says, and then people want to blame her for the shows that are on OWN.
Huh? She provided a network.
She provided a network. Now you guys put great, wonderful things on there that are wholesome instead of some of these shitty shows.
Like Ready to Love. Black men that are colorists that don't want to date women and don't really want to be there and don't really want to date black women, and also
really
they rather be on the bunny trail. That's where they rather be. So I mean, it's just there's nothing. Ready to Love, no, ready to waste your time. And in Love and Marriage,
when I think about the bunny trail, what I think? Bunnies they procreate a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
they just rather just go. Have their seeds everywhere.
They're not ready to settle down.
Be there for their children. This is what it is. A lot of these men are not connected. We have really, it's oh God, it's such a problem.
It starts with you. Don't go out and march. Starts with how you treat your daughter or your mom or whatever.
Yeah, but they're not there. These
home.
older men are not even in the homes.
Exactly. So why would they go there and preach?
They have kicked their children to the curb. Also, because I can't I don't want to say a bitch, but I cannot stand the mother. I can't stand the mother, so I don't want to be with the child. Look at that idiot, 50 Cent. I saw him the other day with his really cute biracial son, right? And the boy looks to be so intelligent and so sweet. He seems like such a nice person. I'm sure his mom is a decent person. Because he certainly didn't get none of that from the father.
Hell no.
He's there parading this boy like he's a trophy. None of his black son is there. The one who looks just like him is nowhere to be found.
That's what Diddy's doing too. He says the biracial child that he has with the Asian woman is now his pride and joy, and how that child has changed his life. He has scrubbed his whole entire Instagram of young Miami who like to get peed on by him, and has put the biracial child there.
There's only one picture. His other children.
No, all those pictures are gone. He just has the one picture of the child there.
Self-hatred.
So deep. It's so deep.
And I'm wondering,
for what?
And I'm just wondering, I'm waiting for, I cannot even look at PDD anymore because he used to always come out when something happened in the community. I've not heard from him. I have not really heard from any celebrity, any black male celebrity.
Please, let him take his nasty sexual escapades.
He can't
just
talk
let
no
him
more.
not say shit.
No, he
you
can't.
You are nasty. You
I don't
are
think
there.
anyone can take him seriously anymore.
No. Golden showers. You mean you like to get peed on, Carisha?
Yeah. And we saw something about golden showers in the
office, and we literally like, whoa, that's what it meant?
Crazy.
I mean, it's just too much. It's just the debauchery is so high in life.
It's going to come to a point, seriously. I am going to
stop
talking about black men. I swear to God, it's going to come to a point in this show.
Soon.
I'm going to stop talking because right now we don't even talk about Kanye.
No.
I just refuse.
But you know what it is? Also, they actually are kind of
something comes up.
Well, we have to talk about something later.
Oh, Lord.
But, also, I do believe the black men are actually jealous of these biracial kids. Because they go and they birth them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's
they help them procreate.
That's going to happen later on.
Because they really want to be them. Because they don't really like to be black. You know what I'm saying?
They don't.
So they go and be with a woman who is not of color.
Yeah.
And they decide, okay, let me procreate with her, have this beautiful child. This will be my shining glory, but you really want it to be them all along. But then it's like you start having self-hatred for them, and then they start having self-hatred for you. Yeah. Well, hatred for you, because you're not there and you're not present.
The child is not beautiful because they're biracial.
No, but that's what they think,
But that's what they're thinking.
That's what they think.
Because it's not all, biracial who are who look good, who are easy on the eyes, and that's for damn sure. But to them, the as long as that
The
child
further away from black you are, the more beautiful you are.
right, as long as that child does not look like them, or like their mothers, right, who birthed them,
Yeah.
they're okay with that. And it goes back to what you're saying, the hatred of self.
It's so deep. It's so
The
deep. That's what this
hatred
whole
of
thing was
self.
about. Self-hatred.
Like,
This is what even promoted
is what
this.
we really need to begin to talk about. I'm not saying we. Let me not say we.
No.
Let me say this is what black men really need to start. They need to start from the self-hatred, because that's why the killings are happening. And I really want I will love, and if you guys know of any statistics, we see how our population has gone down. And there are a lot of reasons for that. But I'd love to have the statistics of how many black people, women, children, and men have died at the hands of black men. I'd like to know how many.
Yeah.
To see. I mean, is it in the millions? Is it in the tens of millions?
Because then that would be a greater conversation.
I mean, are they responsible? Are they, also responsible? Are they hold some responsibility to the decline of the black population, the black American population? But this was horrific.
It's just sad
I want to say
because his
to
life was taken away because somebody else hated themselves. 5 grown-ass men who were older than him hated themselves enough that they just had to kill you that day.
No fucking self-control.
None.
They had no self-control. That's what is so
Disgusting.
Scary. And one of them, I just saw it, but I didn't catch what officer. I think it was the one that was bald, most bald. They said that he beat an inmate. That inmate started to convulse in 2016. I don't know if you all saw that. So this is something, what these men did. We got to go back to all the arrests they have ever made on black people. Really.
Yeah.
And re-look at some of those cases. Because this did not just happen in a vacuum. This was not just a one time for these men.
No.
What is crazy that all 5, just like the George Floyd thing.
They had no self-control.
When I
did
was
it on
looking
camera.
at,
They did it on camera. Like, that's how much lack of self-control they had.
It was only one camera that was showing.
Oh, really?
Only one camera. I think the
They
rest
all had
turned
no
it
self-control.
off because the one picture that I saw came from a utility building. Yes, came from the camera from a utility building. It was really high up, like it looked like from a rooftop. That's the one I saw when he was laying on the floor.
I saw one that was super close up. Like, I saw the picture.
Right. There was one that was also close up when he was turning around looking in horror at them. It was as if he knew, like, he probably saw the hatred in their eyes.
He probably saw death
I
in their eyes.
really feel like
It's so
this
sad.
was premeditated murder. I just have this feeling. What do you all think? But it was so devastating. But that's the one I saw from that rooftop where he was on the floor. He was handcuffed. And because I didn't see his hands. That's why I'm assuming he was handcuffed. But he was laying on the floor. And one of them come. And it seems as though the one who was holding him on the other side, right, moved. So the guy can have a good view to stump him on his back. I guess trying to break his spine.
Oh, God.
And then the other one comes in front of him to kick him in the head. I just, like, what kind of demonic, evil monster does something like this? Like, you got to be walking hand in hand with the damn devil to do something like this.
To gang up on somebody. It's just
And
so
all
crazy.
5 of them, like, don't want to say it. Like,
Don't say it.
it took 5 of your asses. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Gang violence. They just
That's what
gang.
it was.
That's what it was.
A bunch of hoodlums in police
You
uniforms.
are black. You're a police officer. We're thinking. I'm sure most of black people thinking, okay, a black police officer. I have a friend of mine whose son is in NYPD. He's
Who?
part of NYPD and he is black. And he's also Muslim. And he became an officer, I think about 2 years ago. And, you know, you think, as a black person, you feel, oh, it's so great when you see a black police officer because you think,
That's my brethren.
he's here to protect us. He will make sure that everything is done right.
His
You
friends to go and
understand?
murder you with 4 of his other friends.
You understand? And then that's not the case. That is not the case at all. And it's horrifying.
Very scary.
I don't know what you all are protesting about. What you all need to do, you all really have to be sitting down together with other black men to say, what the hell is going on? We cannot continue to have black men running amok, spreading their evil anymore around. We just cannot do it. Where do we start? That's what you got to do. That's
Yeah.
what's called community building.
Yeah.
While you all are there just running your mouth, blaming women like fucking bitches, you need to be thinking to yourself, how do we get together to, like, fix our community?
And you know what? Really?
But you blame everybody else. Everybody else is the problem. The woman is the problem. The child is the problem. Oh my God, that child doesn't like me because of the mother has turned the child against me. I'm never going to see the other child. Let me go find another woman and start another family. Ooh, this don't work. Let me go around and do this again.
And you know, really,
Community building. The women have been the backbone of the black community. Trying so hard. Got to work 2-3 jobs just to take care of the children. Have to, like, bring out our masculine role that's only supposed to come out for survival. But we were never meant to stay in survival mode for fucking 10, 20 years.
really
For the
almost a
man to
century.
just sit his ass down, cross his fucking legs, and God doing not a damn thing.
Yeah.
You are a menace to society. I remember there was a movie that came out, Menace to Society. I remember at the time people were all under the uproar. Oh my God, a misportrayal of black men. That was in the 1990s. I never would have thought that it would be a reality almost 30 years later.
It's sad.
It is shameful.
Yeah.
If I was a black man, I would not show my face today.
No!
I
Hell
swear
no!
to
No!
God, I will.
No!
But you know
no,
something?
No. It's embarrassing.
When
it's embarrassing.
someone ain't got no damn shame,
You
they
go-
lift up their dresses. I don't care. Look at me. Look at me. They're standing out there protesting. I heard one of them say, this is not about race, it's about humanity. I almost lost my damn mind. It's not about race, it's about humanity.
No, hold on, wait.
What?
Hold on,
What?
wait.
What?
Hold on, wait. Hold on, wait. Hold on, wait.
No, they don't want to talk about race
No,
now.
no,
There's
hold on,
5
wait.
of them who
No, hold on,
killed
wait.
one.
No, hold on, wait. No fucking accountability.
I can't.
That's what that is. That's
can't.
exactly what that is.
I
No
can't.
sense
I
of
just-
accountability.
I can't.
And my thing is, don't go out into the community and talk about shit. Sit your ass at home. Make sure you're treating your mother right. You're treating your woman right. You're treating your child right.
That's where it starts.
Starts at home. Charity starts at home.
That's where
You
it
can't
starts.
go out and do shit if you're not doing shit in the home. You can't. So
where it
please do
starts.
not go out to the community with
Yes.
your rubbish,
Yeah,
trying
that's
to
true.
preach,
Fix your home life
yes,
first.
do
Your
not
family
go
life
out
first.
there trying
That's
to
true.
talk about how we black men have to do this, that, and third.
But you
are probably about to go to the strip club later on tonight, go drink, go impregnate somebody else, and then go terrorize other women of other races and also your own women who are in your own race.
And take your STD all over the place.
Yes, and then continue to create broken homes. Please do not go out there and preach rubbish when you know you're not doing shit at home. Please don't. Please don't.
You know, I'm not going to say that. You know why? You know why? Black women have been multitasking forever. So I'm not going to give your asses that pass. You can multitask. You can be you can fix your home life, fix your relationships, and you can still take your black ass to the community and talk with other black men. It's only 2 damn fucking things you got to do. You can multitask and you can still go work too. Well, get a job if you have none. It's too much. It's too much. Now we cannot even.
People are protesting.
I never would
When I
have
saw
thought.
they were protesting in Atlanta, Memphis, and New York, I
wondered. I
tried so hard not to laugh.
No.
Because I was like, what the fuck is this? Why are y'all protesting? Like, I would not. I would be in my house. I would cross my leg and sip my hot cocoa and be like, why are they protesting?
No, but you know what I thought? I thought to myself, I said, oh, I wonder if these are the people who don't know. They haven't really looked at the news well, right? All they know is a black man died, right? And they just ran out to protest.
That's so dumb.
But yeah, the one thing I was happy about, in the protest, I only saw one black woman with her son. I was happy about that. The rest were black men and Caucasians. I mean, other race of people that were there. So I was actually quite happy that black women did not run out to protest. And I
black
really
women
hope,
are not doing that.
I really hope, sit your tail at home. You remember the Million Man March when Minister Farrakhan called the men to D.C.? Remember that? And a few women went, but really was a march just for the black men. This is a time, sis, for you to sit back.
Yes.
This is not for you to come out.
This is not our fight.
And give advice.
No.
This is long awaiting. It's about time that black men fix the problem.
The damage they have
with
caused.
Black men.
Yeah.
They're the ones who know where to start with all of this. After all, for every problem you create, you really know what the solution is. Let them go find it. As every other community has had to do. They will not be the first. They probably are the last. But better late than never. Just horrific. I just want to say to the
family, we're so sorry this has happened.
Sorry. I'm just so sad for God. I'm so sorry for the mom. Like
your last baby dies first.
My God, I cannot
imagine
even.
The pain.
Oh my God, I cannot even imagine, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, and I just pray that. Allah will just, He will just bring some good days your way, you know? No mom shall have to see that. I just pray that Allah holds you up, you know? And just, wraps you in His bosom. But I believe that justice will be served. These monsters will pay. They will pay. They will pay. And they will get what they deserve.
They will get the day that they deserve.
They will get that justice. So I'm very sorry about that to your family, any siblings. I'm so sorry about that. It was a hurting thing to see. When you hear that mother, like, she covered her face. It's like I'm haunted by that. She covered her face and like let out like a scream. This was after I think she had watched the video. Yeah, she had watched the video. And she did give the okay for it to be seen. So I just, really sorry to the parents of Tyre. Really sorry to the parents of Tyre.
Yeah.
So just wanted to say that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
sorry
it's Mary.
for our cursing.
It's just the whole
it
thing's
is
very
it's
frustrating, and it's annoying, and
It
it's
is
just really
frustrating.
sad.
Yeah, it's just very very frustrating. Sorry for the cursing for those of you who have sensitive ears. I mean, I used to be like that. I hear curse, I'm just like, why do people have to curse? Sometimes it's just needed.
Yes. Go home.
To just get the point across to some of these asswipes, because sometimes that's all they understand. Anywho, no excuses.
It's Mary.
And Amma.
Remember to like,
Share,
subscribe,
and comment down below. Comment down below.